Social media gave them fame, laughter, and a voice, but for some, life was cut tragically short. Behind the viral dances, hilarious skits, and raw confessions were real people with dreams, struggles, and untold stories. This is the heartbreaking tale of Kenyan's fallen TikTok stars gone before they turned 30. First, the voice that tickled the nation, then faded without warning, KK mwenyewe. On the evening of July 14, 2025, the world of Kenyan comedy lost a voice that had been both sharp and warm. Zakaria Kariuki, known across social media as KK mwenyewe, passed away at Kiambu Level 5 Hospital after a sudden brief illness. He was just 23 years old when his chest complications claimed him. KK emerged as a brilliant satirist in 2022, mastering the art of mimicry, especially impersonating former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. With oversized coats, crooked ties, and deadpan delivery, he racked up over 1.1 million TikTok followers and 412,000 on Facebook. His skits don't just entertain, they echoed the hopes and frustrations of everyday Kenyan. In his final days, fans noticed he hadn't posted in over 10 days. His last upload, a job seeker skit on July 4th, left a bittersweet tone. Commonplace humor tinged with unspoken absence, friends and followers grew uneasy. His best friend and comedy partner, Kafengo, confirmed the devastating news the following morning. "We are heartbroken. He passed away yesterday evening while receiving medical attention. May his soul rest in peace," Kafengo said. Kafengo's grief spilled onto social media, not just in sorrow but in action. He shared the paybill number, urging Kenyans to support Zakaria's family. Within hours, the prayerful responses began. Among the many tears, a chilling echo surfaced. A past skit resurfaced, KK jokingly stumbling into a vision of heaven after fake protest gunshots. In light of his passing, fans speculated it as an early premonition. Then came what many saw as the cruelest irony. He had danced exuberantly mere days before death, full of life and knowingly nearing farewell. TikTok Chicha later reminded his audience, "We are famous but broke. We struggle behind the screens." He urged Kenyans to remember that their laughter on camera often hides hardship behind the scenes. KK mwenyewe was more than a mimic or a meme. He was a Gen Z voice that spoke pressure, politics, identity through satire. He navigated the pressure of pursuing a degree in computer science at Kisii University while building a comedic brand. His meteoric rise and sudden fall leave a haunting question. Who jokes on the jokers when the laughter stops? As one laughter faded, another voice soared, bold, vulnerable, and tragically lost. This is Brian Chira. In the early morning hours of March 16, 2024, a viral voice that had captured the attention of hundreds of thousands fell silent on Kenya's Ndenderu Ruaka Road in Kiambu County. That voice belonged to a 27-year-old Brian Chira, a rising TikTok star whose life lit brilliantly across digital screens ended in a tragic hit and run. Brian was born on July 6, 1996 in Kiambu. Orphaned by his mother at just 8 years old, he was raised by his grandmother, Esther Njeri. She will later describe him as her best friend, a devoted grandson who amid hardship excelled academically and carried big dreams into adulthood. Despite achieving top grades and joining Kabarak University to study economics and mathematics, Brian's studies were cut short by financial strain. His aunt's passing left him homeless and forced him to leave campus. In December 2022, as fate will have it, Brian spoke on live television as an eyewitness to a local road accident. His fluent English, articulate reflections, and natural charisma captivated viewers, and overnight, Brian Chira became a name to remember. On TikTok, he became known not just for comedy, but for raw honesty, sharing his experiences as an HIV-positive young man, the trauma of assault, his battles with depression and alcohol, even public scandals and run-ins with fellow creators. His followers affectionately called themselves the Chira clan. March 6th came quietly. Brian had been at a club in Gacharaga that night, where he was ejected by security. He caught a lift with a friend on a motorcycle. At about 3:10 a.m. near a roundabout, he fell or walked onto an oncoming traffic, reportedly intoxicated. He was struck by a white canter truck that never stopped. He died on the spot. In the days that followed, the internet exploded, not only with grief but with questions and rumors. Did Brian's death involve more than just a tragic accident? Was foul play involved? These rumors reached fever pitch before his close friend Baba Talisha released the official autopsy report and urged the public to stop speculation and insisted this was a road accident, nothing more. On March 26, 2024, Brian Chira's body was laid to rest at his grandmother's home in Ingitei, Githunguri. What began as a small gathering swelled into a throng of over 5,000 mourners. TikTok creators singing, drumming, chanting, and honoring him in hoodies and branded jackets. Some say the energy was so intense, it overwhelmed the village, clashing at times with Kikuyu funeral traditions. Brian's legacy, like many gone too soon, lives on beyond one life. He opened conversations about mental health, HIV stigma, and what it means to be young, black, honest, and vulnerable in the digital age. From a crowded digital world, she stood out, not for satire, but sincerity, and yet she too was gone almost without warning. On the evening of 31st October 2024, a bright light dimmed. In her Nairobi home, Tabitha Gatwiri, a TikTok creator known simply as Gatwiri, was found unresponsive. She was just 29 years old. Born and raised in Isiolo County, Tabitha was the eldest of 5 siblings. She moved to Nairobi chasing dreams and found her stage on TikTok, sharing skits that captured university life, romance, and resilience. She was soon cast alongside university house helps in The Real House Helps of Kawangware, and she had amassed over 120,000 followers by late 2024. In TikTok lives, she sparkled, talking about plans, travel, and upcoming shoots. But on that October night, fate intervened. She was discovered by her brother and moved with blood at her mouth. An ambulance arrived, but the paramedics could do nothing. The autopsy performed at Kenyatta University Funeral Home revealed the cause to be positional asphyxia. She was laid to rest quietly on November 15, 2024 in Meru County. Tabitha's passing ignited difficult reflections. Why hadn't she sought help sooner? How many content creators chase visibility while hiding pain? Her story echoes across the creative-hearted, revealing the unseen struggles beneath the curated smiles. A fellow creator said she was always full of hope, even when she felt weak. And finally, the gentle father who danced and laughed in Luo, a man whose stage was love, but sometimes love isn't enough to defy fate. This is Baba Mona. On the morning of February 24, 2023, the vibrant world of TikTok Kenya was shaken. A car accident on the Londiani-Muhoroni Highway in Kericho County had claimed 4 lives. Among them was a father, a content creator, and a man who had built his digital empire on love and laughter, Kevin Oselu, better known as Baba Mona. He died alongside his beloved daughter, Mona, and his 2 sisters, and just like that, our family was silenced in one single horrific moment. Baba Mona, as he was known across TikTok, was more than a digital personality. He was a father figure, a voice for women, and a storyteller in his native Luo, a vibrant beam of positive energy on every screen he appeared on. He celebrated single mothers, called out injustice, and balanced humor with lessons. His voice was loud, proud, and uniquely Kenyan. His final journey became a digital event of mourning and tribute. On March 18, 2023, Kevin was laid to rest in his hometown of Awasi, Kisumu County. Thousands came, not just friends and relatives, but TikTokers in branded t-shirts and hoodies, fans who had never met him, villagers who had watched him raise Mona online. There's something both beautiful and brutal about the internet. It gives people like Baba Mona a stage, it gives them a community, but it can never fully capture the weight of their absence once they are gone. With every post, every laugh, every message of encouragement to women raising children alone, he gave something of himself. And in return, the world gave him its love. Even in death, that love continues. So today we ask ourselves, What does it mean to truly care for creators? Is it just emojis in live stream, or is it asking how they really are beyond the edits and filters? When was the last time we sent support, not just for the content, but for the person? If you are watching and you are living their struggle, don't just scroll. Reach out. You are more than a profile. You matter and we care.